Hey, what's going on, guys? Dre Sean here, and I just wanted to give you some tips today so that you can grow in your digital marketing career. The main thing that I'm going to talk about in this video is effective communication. Actually, it's the only thing I'm going to talk about. And the reason why is because I've noticed a trend that if you were to Google how to advance in my career in SEO or in PPC or in marketing, all of these articles will tell you to learn all of these, hard skills, learn how to code, learn how to, do marketing automation, just all this different stuff that you really don't need to know, which I'm not discouraging you from learning, because if you're interested in that, then fine, go ahead, learn that. But it's important to understand what you're getting yourself into before getting yourself into that. And so if you just want to grow in your career and you want to go from maybe a specialist level to a manager level or a senior manager level, this is going to be very important to know about. So the first thing is, the only thing is effective communication skills, man. I don't know why people don't talk about this stuff. The better of a communicator that you are, the easier it is for you to move up in your position, because you need to be able to communicate with a multitude of different teams as well as different people with no matter what organization you're working in, right? In order to communicate ideas and accurately drive a goal for a business, right? Because a lot of things get lost in translation, but if you're great at communicating, right? Verbal communication, written communication, body, body language. That's also, in my opinion, some sort of communication skills. But if you're good at all of these things, you'll be able to level up because you'll position yourself as more of a leader, and have more leadership skills that are more valuable to an organization. So I want to make this very practical, and I also don't want to take up a lot of time because this is going to be a very quick video. But one of the things I want to encourage you to do is right now start figuring out analogies for yourself. Whenever I'm talking to people, I'm explaining things about SEO, I understand that, I'm in a whole different world and they're in a whole different world and they might not understand this stuff. So I have to make it easy for them. So for example, if I'm talking to somebody about technical SEO, I'll say technical SEO is sort of like my glasses, right? Google needs to be able to see your website in the same way that I need to be able to see what I'm doing to travel where I want to go on a day-to-day basis. And I'm not going to be able to do that without my glasses. And Google is not going to be able to see your website without the technical stuff that needs to be done in order to rank your website. And if your website can't rank, then you can't get to your destination, right? Which is the goal that you want to achieve. Same thing for my glasses. If I don't have glasses, if I wanted to go somewhere, I can't go where I want to go because I can't see, right? And so I've developed a whole bunch of analogies over the years just to get better at being able to explain certain things to certain people, people that's not doing what I'm doing, just to make it easier for them. So that's one thing I want to encourage you to do is start creating analogies for whatever it is that you're doing, and just think about it, get creative with it, create your own. Because this is what is going to separate you from a lot of other people, because people don't really practice this for whatever reason, but I do. And then also, being able to communicate is not only about how you present and how you speak, but it's also about how you listen, right? So you need to be able to listen and take notes and really understand what the goal is of the conversation that you're having. Because if you don't understand the goal, then you're not going to be able to create action items out of that conversation. So being able to listen and being able to speak, right? And then also presenting, right? So when you're presenting, you need to know how to use time effectively and efficiently. So somebody who is really good at doing this is Terry Rice, my business coach that I interviewed a couple of months ago. If you were to go look at a lot of his presentations, you'll notice that he is really good at getting his message across in a short amount of time. So when he's giving a presentation or whatever it is that when he's speaking in general, he keeps it very short, right? But it's also detailed enough to where you are gaining insights from his knowledge. And so that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that everything is short, but also very impactful, and clean, and whatever the case may be. Also, I'm not against using filler words. If you have to say if you have to say if you have to say whatever, say it, right? If it's gonna help with projecting your message or with thinking. Another thing as well that makes somebody really good at effective communication is being able to stop and think about what it is that they want to say. So a long time ago, I had he wasn't like my manager, but he was my manager's manager. He was a VP of SEO, and one of the things that I always noticed about him was whenever people came to him with a problem, he wouldn't just give you an answer like this. He would actually stop what he was doing, think about what his answer is going to be, and then answer you. And he would take sometimes like 5 minutes just to think of an answer. But what made me realize, that wasn't necessarily like a thing of, it wasn't making him look incompetent, was because it's like the audacity to make somebody else wait so long just to answer their question, right? Like, you have to have confidence to do something like that. So what I'm saying basically is I'm encouraging you to slow down and speak slower and take your time with what it is that you want to communicate, so that when you are pushing it out to other people, you know what you want to say, right? And yeah, just do these things and focus on communication skills. Focus on assertive communication, being able to talk with other people, being able to sort of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Being able to share information with others and ensuring that when they got the information from you, or when they have the information from you, that they truly understand what it is, right? And that's it. Like, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Communication skills. And I think this is a very solid thing that people don't really take into account. So definitely start practicing that. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.